Hello and welcome to News Pulse. I'm Esther. Nagaland Chief Minister Nifurio launched the online ILP module portal today at the Chief Minister's residential complex, Kohima. Rio stated that the module for online issue of ILPs for tourists was made operational in November 2019. He said the new module will cover other categories such as businessmen, traders, laborers, priests, students and expand online services. He added that it is part of the government's effort for making public services available in a more efficient and user-friendly manner. The Chief Minister said that the ILP is a tool to protect the indigenous people of Nagaland and is enforced under the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation 1873 and was also agreed as part of the 16-point agreement that led to the formation of the state. Similar provisions are also available in Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram and Manipur. He added that with strict timelines and monitoring, it should be possible to see that the approval process is not abused and the ILP applicants are also happy. To give us an insight on this, we have my colleague Al. Al?
Hi, Esther.
Hi. Can you just tell us more on why ILP is important, as our Chief Minister said that it is to protect the indigenous community and the people over here. But can you elaborate more on this?
Yeah, I think the ILP is a tool that is really required for areas and provinces in India, such as the Northeast India, where there is a large population of indigenous cultures and peoples. So the ILP has been here since 1873, and yes, there are a lot of loopholes, but I think at a very technical level, it provides some protection to the cultures of the people in the region. Because when you talk about the ILB, you are not talking about a travel permit. You are basically protecting the land and its people through a regulation that will also mean that people from outside the region will not come, let's say, for instance, set up residences or businesses just like that. You're talking about a storyline, you're talking about a culture of a people that is different from, let's say, the mainland areas. So what the government is doing is that they're using this tool to preserve the cultures of the people of the region, and the ILP is the central tool to all this.
Okay. And Al, it was also said that, of course, businessmen, traders, priests, all different kinds, but in regard to businesses, would it also be a little easier for the business people to get these ILP and also help Nagaland's economy that way from previous years, compared to previous years?
Yeah, definitely, yes. I think the ILB has been a tool that has been used mostly in the construction sector, for example. And I think it has always revolved around laborers and construction and then even tourists. But now that the government has opened a new facility, they have also opened a new several categories of people who can enter the state by using the ILP. For example, they have specifically mentioned business persons, business people. So what the government here is doing, is that they want to project the state as a place that is viable for investment, and thereby they are inviting business people, investments to come in through them. So it's not just a travel permit. I think it is also a promotional tool if you are really aware of the kind of people you are advertising the, for example, ILP to.
Al, and also for the people who are not internet friendly, or it could be anybody, and how would they also apply for the ILP then?
Yeah, that's a very relevant question. When you mentioned that earlier, I think I was a little skeptical of the whole internet system, the whole ILB online system, because just like you mentioned, a majority of people, I do not believe that even though they might use, let's say, phones, they might not be able to navigate through the technicalities of the internet platforms. So yes, what the government has said today is that the offline mode, which means you have to physically go to the DCs or the police establishments to get registered, the offline mode will continue for some time. That's what they are saying.
And Al, so ILP is very important as state. So would it also, the influx of immigrants and all, would this keep a check on that? Hopefully, would it, help the government to keep a proper check?
That's a wonderful question. I was expecting that actually. Yes, The Minister of State for Home Affairs, that he has said that India has currently about this is an approximation 20 million illegal immigrants.
Right.
Assam has about 2 million, and in Nagaland there is no data. We don't know how many people are
Yes.
there who are here illegally, and this is something that I've encountered during my reporting days. There is no data. So when we talk of illegal immigrants here, I think we should take into account the Chief Minister's statement that the online facility is to prevent abuse. So practically what he's saying is that the online facility will prevent people who are not authorized to undertake any kind of unauthorized decisions.
Yes.
So what he's saying is that all this facility will be monitored strictly at the top level, and while there will be loopholes, I think it will strengthen the mechanism a bit so that we can check the flow of illegal immigrants in the state.
Okay. Thank you, Al. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.